Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to FTB Expert Skyblock Mode with Soren, episode 34. How's it going, buddy?
Good. We have changes.
How much have you broken? Because I've noticed many broken things.
So we
nothing
haven't
works anymore.
inherently broken, but we've disconnected, I would say.
Okay. So
if
it's
you want
not
something
that it's
that
broken,
requires-
it's just that it doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work with Logipipes, no.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah, so if you want
Logipipes
something-
can't see AE's auto-crafting, right?
Correct.
Yes. So, like, over here,
Which I thought about after.
You made it so that we can auto-craft, like, with furnaces, but AE can't see that. So, for example, like, if I look at how to make bricks, if I want to request that here, it doesn't have that crafting option.
Correct. So that's what I'm working on today, switching over to crafting.
Oh, boy. So you're going to switch everything over to be crafted with AE.
Oh, I'm going to try.
Okay.
There's so many tables.
I mean, you don't have to do it. Like, I mean, I don't mind keeping logistics pipes around a little bit longer.
Do we need most of this? Like, what do we not?
I mean, you get rid of stuff, and then when you go to craft something, you'll be like, Dire, it's not working.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
I will do that then.
I mean, can we leave Logipipes in charge of crafting most things and, like, just have AE facilitate some stuff?
The hard part with that one is some of the things we need to have crafting, like all the alloy smelter stuff. Unless you want to make many alloy smelters, which is kind of silly. And furnaces, we had one small flaw with it. It kind of worked, but because it had to have a 2-chest system.
Okay.
When you want something crafted with AE, all it does is send an item, and then if it appears in the system, that's it. So you only need one chest, one input-output.
Correct.
So you won't have any kind of backlog. If the server ever restarted during a craft, a lot of things wound up in that chest.
Gotcha.
So,
I mean,
glass I requested like 512, and then server restarted. It's like, oh, okay.
Didn't that happen with AE, though, as well?
So in our case, even if it does happen, it'll put it back in the system rather than leaving it in the chest.
Fair enough.
It will stop the crafting, probably, but
Right.
we won't have silly chests being filled.
Okay, cool. I might want to make a big reactor today.
Okay.
I've been doing a little bit of magic lately, and I want to go into tech. And I found a design. I just Googled for, like, a good big reactor design, and, I mean, there's plenty of people on Reddit who've done all kinds of fancy math. Like, I've always had a couple ones that are like, yeah, they're okay. And then, you know, like, people on Reddit are probably better math than me.
All right.
So, many people have posted their designs. I picked one that I liked. It's nothing particularly fancy, but it's pretty big. It's a big, big reactor.
All right.
Where should I build that? Should I build it over here by our giant energy core?
Maybe. The energy core is going to move, so I don't know if you want to...
Yeah.
Well, you can build it here, but the reactor probably won't move, but the core will.
So I can build it over here?
You can build, yeah, anywhere over here.
Okay. So many things are broken in our auto-crafting, aren't they?
Yep. Anything that depends on smelting. So if it tells you something's missing, you just craft that with AE. Because I put all the recipes that were on the smelting and the pulverizers in.
So I guess I want to auto-craft a bunch of big reactor stuff. Should I do that with AE then? Should I teach AE how to make those recipes?
Yep.
Okay.
There's an interface underneath the pulverizer, or there's an input chest at the bottom of each section here.
Right.
There's multiple interfaces, so.
Okay. So
if you need more, just let me know.
All right. I'm just rearranging some stuff here because I'm going to switch off of magic and into tech. By the way, I taught this thing how to make nitor and alumentum, and I'm auto-stocking alumentum.
Okay. So I can throw grenades everywhere? Nice.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Wait, I take that back.
I was like, wait.
I severely retract that statement.
It's like, what the hell mistakes were made?
Never mind. I did not mean do whatever you want. Let's be clear.
Too vague. Message unclear.
Yeah, never mind about that. Yeah, I don't want you to do whatever you want, but yeah, let's just say never mind. So yeah, I will therefore want to. So our AE system should have access to everything over here, right? Like the storage drawers and whatnot. Do we have wireless AE yet?
All the storage drawers. So Logi Pipes is the one that can see everything right now. AE will be seeing everything that's on this side of the base, so the one you're on.
Okay.
There's still some drawers that are being handled, but they're mostly just there to void items right now.
All right. Well, we'll be back in a second after I build out a platform. All right, guys, we're back. Soren, I'm really glad that I decided to teach the AE system how to make the items I need before I decided to make the items I need.
Right.
Well, because I figured it would be like, I guess I assumed it would be a different block that would be the hard one to make.
Right.
But Yellorium fuel rods require a pellet of RTG fuel each rod.
Oh.
So the reactor I chose requires 300 or so.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like 100 fuel rods. No, wait, how many was it? Yeah, it's like 300
It's
fuel
like
rods.
300. Yeah.
So, that's 900 plutonium. How much plutonium do we have at the moment?
We, lack thereof.
Do we have one?
Nope.
Oh, so we don't even have one.
We don't even have one.
We have 0. We have 10% of one,
We have 10%. Okay. Well, that's a bright side.
I think.
Correct.
So that's low. Okay. So big reactors is not happening today.
No.
No. Okay. So we're gonna need more plutonium. A lot more. A holy cow, a lot more. Okay.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
I mean, I figured it would be. I just didn't know plutonium was a limiter to big reactors like that much. Just yeah. How about does it look like Draconic Evolution has some kind of reactor system? How is it?
No. I'm just gonna say no right now.
Like, is it no, like it's too hard, or no, it's not good?
No, it's excellent. You know how nuclear reactors go off?
Yeah. Like
I am not joking. Multiply that by 1,000.
Oh, really?
And it's much more difficult to set up. Also, we need to kill the Chaos Guardian, which will one-shot us even with most armors.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So we're not.
Nice. So we're not
We'll
there
though,
yet.
for
We've
sure.
got a ways to go
No.
there.
I want to set it up though.
Okay.
It was cool.
I'm sure it does. All right, cool. Well then I guess gonna do some magic escalation. One thing that I do have is a node that's really probably quite ready to be converted into like the good kind of node.
The good kind of.
Yeah. And because you're breaking all kinds of technical stuff that we can't craft with, I suspect that might be a good time to work on this.
Probably, yeah.
So we're going to node stabilizer. So piston, nitor, bricks, block of quartz, gold ingot. Shouldn't be too hard. Gold ingot, piston, nitor, and arcane stone bricks. So that should be that. And that should be cool. So step 1, node stabilizer. We're going to put that in there. And I haven't decided if this is where I want my node to live yet. Maybe I want him to live in the center of this chunk. And I mean, it's easy enough to move, right?
Live? Is it sentient?
Well, I mean, it's going to have a home.
Okay, fair enough.
And I'm trying to be all... Soren wants me to be all fancy.
Okay, fair enough. I like it. Just making sure it's not sentient, otherwise I'd be very scared.
That would be a hungry node.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We
don't
can't
wanna-
make those, can we?
What's that?
Can we make... I guess they would still spawn.
Yeah, I haven't found one. Like for the last week or two, like I'll just pop in every now and then and move a couple nodes over here, and
Yeah.
You know. So come see where this node is. It's sitting on top of the cobblestone brick block. Tell me if that's a problem for you.
We're at magic area. Let's see.
Over here.
We're here.
Is this...
That should be fine.
Or
Yeah.
should I put it over maybe here-ish? More towards my machines.
Whichever one would be good for you. This is fine.
You know what? I think I will put it closer to my machines.
Okay.
Yeah, this looks like a nice spot. And I can always move it later, kind of, maybe, sort of. I think once we do the whole node stabilization mechanic, I don't think it's going to be a good idea to move it. Like, I don't know how easy it is to convert back to a normal node. It's just nothing I've ever done. But this should be fine. Right, so this will be here, and then we could have all kinds of nifty machines just kind of in this general area that can draw from this. And if we need to, we can always expand it over here, and we can use the things that it does. All right, so that's cool. So let's get our node stabilizer under it. Boom. Stable. And then we want a node transducer, which is going to be another node stabilizer. Let me get the stuff for this, and we'll be right back. All right, so node transducer, we're going to want a redstone block here. And then we're going to want relay, it's called, right? Yeah, B relay and B charge relay. So that's just 4 ingots around a balanced shard. And by the way, I should teach this thing how to make balanced shards, now that I should be able to do that. Let's see, what is the excess that we always have? Air and water, right? So I should just do it, because it's all because it's all basic, I'll do it that way. Let's get a crafting guy, and then you guys can see how the crafting operation works, right? So it really doesn't matter which one I go with, but I'll go with order shards. So we will say order shard.
I'm gonna kill the AE crafting just for a moment while I move it.
Which is the easiest shard to make? I want to say, is order pretty easy? I think it's just bricks, right? Yeah, stone slabs. And it does know how to make shards, by the way. I did teach it that at some point. Oh, my hover's off, that's why. I was like, why do I keep falling? This thing over here makes shards. It just satellite pipe in, and crafting pipe is on this guy, and it's just each shard type, right? Satellite, order shard. And this thing hammers it. And there's a active supplier here, diamond hammer in there. And the crafting system knows how to make it. So I'll do order shards. So that should be cool. So we'll do 1 order shard, please. And then Essentia, we're going to want, so it's 2 of each, right? So 1 water, 1 fire, 1 Perditio, 1 air, and 1 terra. That should be cool. Fire. Air, earth. What's taking this thing so long? I think I forgot aqua. Yeah, that'll do. So then we'll say input is each of these plus the order shard. Which will be whitelisted here. See, that's the other thing that I'm having a problem with. Is this thing decides to fill up with Aurum, even though there's a labeled Aurum up there. It's like, no, I'll just fill up here too. Beat it. And then I want to add this as a recipe type. There we go. Cool. So then he should be getting all types of stuff. Yeah, that might be tricky. Might have to change the way this works, because he's waiting for air first. And he doesn't have any air. Because... that's not cool. Okay. Yeah, that's tricky. And this thing's trying to get... let's do this. It's making more alumentum because it's been burned up. The suppliers are active for it. So alumentum, you should be...
We need to set up something soon to get rid of rain.
Oh, you're waiting for that. Yeah. I'm running into a little bit of an auto-crafting problem.
What you need?
Figure it out. I'll come back in a minute once I resolve this. So what I think I'm going to do is make this guy priority 1, match NBT data, so he'll grab the air and aqua ones. This one will be priority 0, a lower priority. He'll ignore NBT and metadata, and he'll pull the black ethereal essence. So basically, the water and air should go in here, and that should be cool. So let's try this again. Cool. So I'm going to put you guys in there. And then this one should have gotten the water and air. Nice. Okay, that's what I want to see. Cool. And then this guy will get Terra. See, you keep getting... I don't want you to get that. And I don't want you to get that either. So that works. I just have to figure out how to get it from... So what I could do... let's do this. Right? And pipe. If I move this here... might want to move this down one or something. There's my pipes. So this should be valid, right? This won't cause overflow. And it's only pulling the Aurum aspect. So only Aurum is going to be allowed to be pulled and thereby voided. So even if it goes into one of these, it doesn't matter, right? So theoretically, I don't need the Arcane Alembic at the top. Theoretically. Kind of want to move this dude. So let's just do this. Let's put this here. Are you going to connect to these two pipes? Yeah, I don't want that. That should be cool. So just out of curiosity, I'm going to remove these guys. That. I'm gonna put my magnet back on because I kind of want it right now. Thank you. And this guy. And let's just test this by requesting two... oh, right, I need to program this. Where's that guy? Get you one balance shard. Never did finish that. Now it should work. Request 3. Let's see what happens, shall we? Cross your fingers. Got a couple of Perdicio, that's cool. Nice. Okay, that's good. I like this. So yeah, it's automatically pulling. Okay, that's very cool. So that definitely 100% works. The only problem is we now run into the problem of having fire getting in there before. That's a nuisance. All right, well, this mostly works. Just need to figure out how to fix this one last bit. So I could have these separated by 1. I don't like having to do that, but it should work. All right, guys, we're back, and we're going to test to see if this works. I'm hoping that it does, and if it does, it's actually kind of cool because it should make things a little bit easier for me automation wise. So that should be good. So you're currently waiting on Terra and Perditio, which I believe Cobblestone has on it, but let's just do this the right way. So let's grab, pretty sure we don't have any of the right aspects at the moment. So let's grab 3 aqua, fire, terra, air, Perditio. Cool. So in theory, you're waiting now for Terra and Perditio. So let's give you one of each. And hopefully this won't jam. And it shouldn't. And it didn't. Did it? Why are you not being pulled? Ah, because you're conflicting with this. Okay. I see why. So that we might want this to be on the other side. So that way we don't conflict. Yes, because this is only going to pull one aspect at a time, pretty much. So if we put this on the other side, so we're going to have to move this again. I'm going to do something better with this at some point. But for now, that'll do. There. And that empties out. Okay, cool. So the Orem on that side, that's kind of cool. And I can organize this a little bit better. But now you're looking for one of each, right? So that's fine. So you're all empty. Nice. Okay. And you've got 2 shards left. So let's sort you, you, and you. And this should completely work. No questions asked. No jamming of pipes, no problems, right? You should not be jamming. You're waiting for Perditio. So you really shouldn't be getting stuck. You should be able to pull that, I would think. All right, I don't know if this will work, but it's worth a try. Essentia valve, we're going to want a lever. Essentia buffer. Now if I put this here, that's going to store that one. Cool. Ooh, that's totally working. So the Essentia buffer will like buffer a little bit of Essentia. That's kind of cool. That's very cool. So I think that totally just worked. Nice. Probably going to want another one of those. So your crafting is happy, right? You're satisfied? Maybe? I just wanted to satisfy him. I was messing with stuff. Let me test this a little bit further and see what else I can do. And I might want to put this one here. I don't know if that'll work, but we're going to find out. Will this work? I guess we'll see. All right, guys. I think I've solved this craziness issue. And it should be happy now. So the Essentia buffers only have 1 suction each. So they can pull out of like this pipe here, but they can't pull about 1 away from each one. So I'm doing this, and it seems to be working pretty well. Also getting a little touch of lag, which is not helping. But you can see, like, basically what happens is it sucks, right? Like, it needs some Ignis, right? So it's pulling Ignis out, and then it doesn't need Ignis anymore, but there's still some in this tube. So the buffer pulls with a strength of 1, so 1 block away. It'll pull the Ignis out of this tube so that there's room for other stuff to come through. And then when this thing wants more Ignis, right, it'll pull with a strength of like 127, I think it is, and you can see it with the Essentia Resonator here. Like, this thing currently is looking for Perdicio and Terra. You can see it's looking for Terra, right? And it'll find it from one of these guys. So the buffer, it'll pull out of, basically. Cool. Nice. So you see it pulled some of the Terra out of there. So this complicated setup seems to be working pretty well, I think. And I went with 4 Arcane Alembics, so hopefully that'll be good. We'll see. But for now, it's definitely working. I, by the way, requested 8 balance shards, and it looks like it's crafting them all without issue. And now it's about to craft the last set, and we should no longer have any back stuff in there. So there should be air around here somewhere, and one of these guys... Oh, there we go. It found it. Nice. All right. So it's eventually sorting itself out. Not too crazy. Maybe. What was I doing? Oh yeah, making balance shards. So that I can set this thing up. Hooray. So we're definitely going to want those balance shards, of which we have quite a few now. And you should be satisfied? Yes. So he's no longer sparkly purple. So we should have maybe a couple more coming our way. Nice. So now we can make node relays. Cool. V relay, iron. This requires great wood rods and iron, which is 2 great wood. Should probably teach this thing how to make great wood too while I'm at it. But for now, like I said, little touch of lag going on at the moment. I wouldn't mind maybe expanding these mnemonic matrices. And if I wanted to do that, I'm thinking I could probably move these so that they're behind it. I'm going to test that, maybe off camera, and kind of get it going. There we go. 2 great wood rods incoming. I probably need more. Let's real quick teach this thing. So great wood is crafted how? Why is my recipe lookup not working? Hello? All right, let's see if this works. I believe I will get 2 Percantio, 6 oak wood planks, and this. Should wind up making me great wood. In theory. Oh, right. I had this temporarily. I was tweaking stuff. I think I switched this to... We can switch this back to ignore. That should go back to making great wood. Nice. All right, I need to add it to the recipe list. There we go. Beautiful. Good. Everything's working. And that makes 2 great wood for future reference. So now I'm out of recipes. I definitely have to play with that recipe list thing. But let's go ahead and make, I think it's this, right? 4 great wood rods, okay. So we're gonna want some iron. Stack shouldn't hurt. Yeah, like I said, a little bit of lag going on the server tonight. I have to figure out why. Well, I don't have to figure out why, but somebody has to figure out why. 6 will do for now. Dude, I love auto-crafting with Thaumcraft. It is the greatest. Nice. So we can get a V-charge relay. Sorry, Mr. Flamegoat, who decided to troll us. Gonna have to break your awesome sign. There we go. So that's there, and I think it's time finally to activate this. Let's see how awesome this becomes. Go. So I'll come back after this thing has converted into a really nice node. I'll see you guys then. Ooh, I think it's working. Nice. So this guy wound up with 8 Aqua, 7 Terra, 5 Ordo, 6 Ignis, 5 Paradiso, and 5 Air. Nice. And you can see it's recharging my wand. Awesome. That is nice. Textures are a little bit broken on that, I think. I think that's not supposed to look like that. But that's okay. It works, and I'm happy. Nice. All right. What I was working on real quick, something I wanted to make super fast off camera, and then this thing was ready. I wanted to make this thing, a V filter. I think I've even got some bellows laying around. Do I have them in my inventory? Yes. I was playing with them with the thing. So 2 iron bars and an Essentia tube, huh? I've got Essentia tubes on me, so that should be cool. Flux scrubber ready to go? What am I missing here? V filter. Ah, arcane stone blocks. That's what I'm missing. Nice. So this way, if I ever do any manual work over here with the crafting thing, should be all right. I'll pop these guys over here-ish. Nice, and we already saw a little particle effect fly to them. All right, cool. So that is going to be super useful. Nice. Back in a few. All right, Soren, I've made some good progress with Thaumcraft. You want to do Thaumic Energistics soon, right?
Yes.
Maybe that'll come next episode, because now that I've got this thing, like, we can definitely do Thaumic Energistics now that I have an energized aura node, and this kind of crafting will definitely be easier with Thaumic Energistics. So I don't know what we'll do, but it might be easier. We'll see. Because like we can store Essentia in the Thaumcraft system, right? And that'll be awesome.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make all this super simple.
That would be cool. Maybe we can just start, like, dumping, like, pure amounts of, like, all the... Maybe I'll throw, like, a stack or 2 of each of these. By the way, we have a good number. We've got, like, 500 of the non-primals, some of them 600. And we've got 26,000 of the primals.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing pretty good.
I do know for the energistic stuff, we're going to probably want the advanced alchemical furnace, because that's really fun.
Yes, advanced alchemical furnace. That requires, like, insanity and warp and all that stuff.
Which, we are insane, right?
Well, you are, but I mean, that requires, like, going to that dimension and killing the boss and getting the primordial pearl and yada yada yada. Which nobody enjoys.
No.
It's painful. But we'll have fun with it. But for now, we're going to wrap up. So definitely some crazy automation here. Thaumic Energistics will make some of this unnecessary. But at least for now, we've got some cool stuff. And we might either leave this or make it a little bit simpler once we get Thaumic Energistics. Maybe we'll work on that next episode. Maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. How is the... What are you doing? Are you just basically...
So I just made gears AE.
Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Okay. So ME interface. Sweet.
So the one on this side's the input.
What's an item, Robin? I've never heard of that.
So take this hammer and just look at the sides of it. It'll tell you 0.
Item count 0 locked. Okay, cool.
So go on this side of it and then read that face. That face will be the same as the hopper faces.
Sweet. Item south side item count 4 locked. Neat.
So it sends 4 at a time to something.
Okay.
And once it does, it switches sides.
So that's not AE aware. That's just... Okay. Got it.
So if I say I want... Come on. Real quick. AE, behave.
Right.
I want 10 of these gears. Just start it up and it's instant.
Nice. That's cool. That's very cool.
The middle one will be a little bit slower because it's not a hopper fed one.
Right.
I might change that. Because it's actually a lot slower than I thought.
Very cool, dude. All right. So you're just slowly but surely migrating all of our stuff from logistics pipes to applied energistics.
Yep.
Okay. I'll continue doing a little bit of magical stuff and maybe even a little bit of off-camera work. I'm going to try and tidy up these tubes. I don't know how easy that's going to be, but it might be possible. And then next episode, maybe Thaumic Energistics, maybe something else. We need to find out a way to get more plutonium. Like, faster, better, cooler.
We have the technology. We have one!
Yeah, I know. We have one? Yay!
We have one!
It took us an hour, but we have one. 900 more hours to go, Soren.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Wait.
Maybe I'll look into ways to speeding this up. I know you have some insane ideas, which I'm uncomfortable with.
You'll be fine with it in the end, because it'll be fun.
Well, because you're going to make it. But, I mean... So basically, this mass fabricator can take as much power as you can give it, but it can only receive power from so many sides. But Soren wants to use the there's more sides to a block than 6 block, which I guess
100 or more.
Huh?
100 or more, yes.
You want to use 100 of them.
Or more.
Right. Well, all research transvector interface, and you want to have 100 transvector interfaces all tied to the mass fabricator, all receiving power. You, sir, are insane.
What was the transvector? There's another block. Transvector dislocator. I'll need 2 of those.
Dislocator?
Which is just an upgrade form of it.
Okay. I can do that. For now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. More crazy Skyblock stuff in the future. For now, take it easy.